everyone. This is Ashani Ham from grade 8th Prabhat Tara School, Muzaffarpur, Bihar. Today, my topic is water cycle, which is also known as the hydrological cycle. I have chosen this as my topic because this has been a very controversial topic since we know how to use the water, but many of us don't know that the water comes from where. What is the origin of water? So let's begin. We'll begin with the water cycle. What is water cycle? What do you think of a water cycle? So water cycle is a very significant process in our daily life. Water cycle renews the water on the earth. This is the reason of survival of life on the earth. The first step in the water cycle is evaporation and transpiration. When the sun rays heat the water body, then some of its water in the form of gaseous form evaporates, and that evaporated gaseous form is known as water vapor. So what is water vapor? The gaseous form of water is known as water vapor. And that water vapor, when goes up and meets with the cold currents, remember cold currents, then it forms the clouds. Now on the other hand, transpiration. What is transpiration? Transpiration is the process in which the excess water of the plants is removed. So plants remove their excess water through transpiration, and the excess water is removed through leaves. There are stomatal openings on the leaves. We know that the plants use stomatal opening to breathe, and through that stomatal openings only, plants remove their excessive water. That excessive water is also known as that excessive water in gaseous form is also known as water vapor. That water vapor, when goes up in the atmosphere and meets up with the cold currents, forms the clouds. Now the third major step, which is condensation. Condensation is the process of converting gaseous form of water into liquid. So when the clouds collide or when the clouds become heavier, they precipitate. What is precipitation? Precipitation means raining. Precipitation is the process of raining. It precipitates means it rains. So when it rains, the water bodies also gets recharged. The ground also gets water. The trees also gets their desired water, and the groundwater is also recharged. Yeah. So now I'll give you example. So think this as a water body. So when I'll heat this, then this will start evaporating. The water will become less, and the water will start moving up. The water will start rising in the form of gas. Water in the form of gaseous form, which is known as water vapor. And then that water vapor, when it will meet with the cold currents, it will form the cloud, and that cloud will only, when it will collide or when it will be heavy, then it will precipitate, then it will rain. So what we get back? We get back the seawater again. So through this water cycle, what we have discussed till now is the water is evaporated, then it condenses, then it forms a cloud, then it precipitates. So we get back the same water, and shockingly, since 4 billion years ago, the water cycle is in use. The water is being cycling. The water is being moving. The water is being renewing on the earth through this process only. So I conclude that water cycle is a very significant water cycle plays a very significant role in the survival of life on earth. So it is very important to save water. Yes, true, it's very important to save water, because without water we are nothing. So we should save water. We should protect our water resources, because today it's an actual resource and a real resource, in a renewable resource. But when it will become a potential resource is unknown to everyone. Thank you.